Talk about the law of unintended consequences. Apparently, when the majority of Britons voted yes to Brexit, who would have thought that such an affirmative vote would lead to a spike in Islamophobia directed against Muslim soccer players? Come again? A news item landed in my in-basket the other day. It was from Sky News, which was stunning given that I originally thought that the source was The Onion. Here's the headline, folks. Brexit vote sparks rise in Islamophobia against Muslim footballers at grassroots level. And the deck goes on to state, players and staff say verbal and physical abuse is a regular feature of non-league clubs' fixtures since the vote for Brexit. Well, can you believe it? Apparently, Islamophobia has reached a fevered pitch in the UK, and it's all because of Brexit? By the way, you want some evidence of Islamophobia? Okay, you got it. Apparently, some Muslim players have been catcalled from the stands. Wow, can you imagine? Trash talking and ball busting at a British soccer game coming from the mouths of fans that have in yesteryear sparked riots in which people have actually died at soccer stadia? Well, knock me down with a feather. So it is that Troy Townsend, an education officer with Kick It Out, which is an organization that monitors racism in soccer, told Sky News, quote, "I was always worried about Brexit and the outcome of that, and I think what we found now is people want to take ownership a lot more," end quote. This is, I think, known as flawed logic. It's akin to, I like Merlot wine, Hitler liked Merlot wine, therefore I am a Nazi. The Sky News story goes on and on and on. Some 1,200 words are dedicated to how tragic Brexit has been in terms of the spike in Islamophobic comments at soccer games. But come on, why blame Brexit for this? Surely there are other factors causing an increase in Islamophobia on the pitch. How about climate change, or the election of Donald Trump, or maybe the Atlanta Falcons losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Yet in the department of burying the lead, the true nub of the story is found near the bottom. Namely, when it comes to verbal abuse, faith-related insults make up just 2% of the nasty soccer chit-chat. That's right, faith-based bashing, as in all faiths, not just Islam, accounts for 2% of the verbal nastiness. Meaning that, according to my math at least, the other 98% of bad language pertains to other subject matters. So why is there a crusade against Islamophobic remarks in the first place, given that these comments would appear to be a percent of a percent? Oh, and by the way, forgive me if I roll my eyeballs when I hear anyone connected with organized soccer fretting about Islamophobia, because this is a sport that officially embraces anti-Semitism. For example, check out how FIFA, the world governing body of soccer, accommodates the bullies of the world when it comes to Israel's participation in the World Cup. Because many of Israel's Middle East neighbors won't share the same pitch with the so-called sons of pigs and apes, Israel has to qualify for the World Cup by playing in the European division, aka the world's toughest division. So even though every nation in the world plays against opponents in the same geographic region, somehow FIFA views Israel as a European country, even though it's not even in the same continent. Not only is this a politically motivated decision, it makes for a despicable concession to those backward bullies in the Middle East that literally won't play ball. And the added tragedy here is that Israel will likely never earn a World Cup berth due to the number of European powerhouses it must compete against. Yet, FIFA is apparently fine with those kind of politics and with that kind of anti-Semitism. But if someone way up in the bleachers says something deemed to be Islamophobic, well, by golly, let's strike a royal commission. And if we can somehow blame Brexit for this alleged spike in intolerance, then that's a lefty double play for the ages. Does one laugh or cry? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Like what you just saw, then click subscribe below and never miss another Rebel video.